Okay, good afternoon, guys. Today is Thursday. I think it's like is it the second or the third?
Second.
So today is the 2nd of March. And we got a few things coming up. We thought we'd want to put out a little video before maybe some of it hit. I mean, a couple of videos. The video that's coming out today, you'll probably already get a little hint, but this will kind of sum it up for you. We are using our DJI mic today to see if it's working like we think it should work. And yeah, you want to start off, baby?
Oh, okay. Few things. Oh, one thing. Our friends from Patia are coming this month, around the 19th. They figure. For a few days, a couple days here, and I think they're going to stay in Wahin and then maybe go to an island. I don't know if we're going to go with them or not. Mimi and Brian, we miss them. My friends. They were our only friends, really.
Pretty much the only people we hung out with, other than Mitch and Vince.
Yeah.
When we go out to dinner or whatever. But
once we
Brian
met
and
them.
Mimi went to dinner all the time. We did walks.
Christmas, Easter.
Christmas, yeah.
I mean, they were good people. They are good people. And we met some interesting and really nice single guys, because they would meet single guys, other fellow Americans. We did Christmas and Easter with a few of them. So it was nice meeting the other new people, too. Anyway, so they're coming. That's exciting.
It's about mid-month.
Yeah. We put our deposit down. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we can start with that.
Oh.
So we went down. I've got a video coming out, not today. It'll be tomorrow, the next day. About we went and put a deposit on a Saleng. We got to kind of hash it out with the people what we wanted and if they could do it. And we took Gift over there and Joe. And I think we pretty much got everything that we were looking for on it.
Yeah.
I think they were kind of surprised at some of the things that we were looking for. But then again, they seemed really
excited
about it because it's going to be something new, and it might turn out to be something they'll add to their custom Salengs. But anyway, we are getting it built, and it's going to be 29,000 baht. So
the base price for just a basic one is 26,000 baht.
26,000.
And ours is going up because we did a bigger tire.
Bigger tire. It's going to be wider than normal.
Yeah, but
it's only 5 centimeters, but
it's going to be a lot.
It'll add up a little bit. Give us a little bit more room that we're looking for. But you'll see more of what we are putting in it in that video, but we're just giving you the heads up that we've got it ordered. They told us it'd take about a month to complete.
Yeah.
So that was about a week ago. I don't know whether they're behind or if
maybe they have so many. We're using our bike that we have. We did decide to do that. That was our dilemma, like if were we going to go buy a new bike, or are we going to use this bike, or which bike we needed to put on it. It was going back and forth.
We really couldn't see spending 73,000 baht on a new motorbike just so we could keep this one sitting here, because I think once we get the Saleng, we'll probably use it all the time, because when we're out and we think, oh, we got to go shopping or something, then we're limited to the little bit of space that we got. But the Saleng, endless amount of stuff we can put on the Saleng.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking.
And it's probably safer too, because there's 3 wheels on the ground.
We got the bigger wheel, same size.
We did get them to put a bigger wheel on. That's what costs a little bit more, but
and more lights. We're doing headlights and backlights
and tail lights.
And
stuff.
we went and bought a extra battery and took it back that day, so we can hook the lights up to that.
We didn't want them messing with the electronics on the motorbike, because that would just drain the little battery that's in there. And we're not out at night a whole lot.
No.
But we got a car battery that can be recharged. So we're just gonna we'll have an on-off switch, he told us, that we could turn the lights on, turn them off, and then when we needed to charge a battery, that's what we'd do, we'd charge the battery.
Yeah. So that was exciting. Another new thing, spoke with the owner
Right after we got back from vacation, yes.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, huh, we've been back.
Yep.
We were dealing with that and with the guy, and
What were we dealing with, Evan?
the windows.
The windows.
The windows.
We told you this before we went on vacation, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, the windows.
So the owner paid for all the windows. The guy is supposed to come sometime this month. I don't know when.
Did you tell him how much I don't think you haven't covered any of what he's gonna charge us or anything, so they don't know any of that.
No. Did Oh, he finally sent me
An estimate. We were waiting on the estimate.
He sent me an estimate, and
on the day we got back from our vacation.
was it?
Yes.
And then I sent it to the owners because it had how many windows, the size, and all that. And she agreed to pay for it and just wants them all done, so they'll be nice because they're custom made for this house.
So
He
the
makes
owners
really nice
sent the
windows.
money. How much they send us, baby?
36,000 bought. That's how
36,000
much-
baht for all the windows to be put in.
That's to be taken out and put in. The old one's taken out and
Custom windows. These
Custom.
aren't store-bought windows. They have to make the windows.
yeah. It's a the only thing it doesn't include, which is tinting the
Tinting.
windows, because it was cheaper to get the regular, and we'll just tint them. And it says mosquito net. I'm assuming screens, and I think we're gonna do like one on 6 of them. Yeah, because we're getting 9 windows. Yeah, 9 windows. 6 of them need screens. 3 of them don't.
So we'll have to figure out who makes screens. If this guy makes screens, we'll probably just have him do them.
And we're gonna pay for those.
And we'll pay for that.
And the windows will be tinted because in the morning the sun comes from this way, and then I guess the sun doesn't come in, but the lights. So I want these windows that the husband put in tinted, so our room is dark. And then the sun in the morning coming this way, so we'll tint these 3, and then the sun in the evening coming this way, so we'll tint.
So on the west
those
side
4.
of the house, we'll tint those windows over there.
Yeah, the 2 bathrooms, and then the 2 1 bedroom and the living room. So the only ones that won't be tinted, but I don't know, we might do it, is the one in the front of the house,
yeah.
and the one in the back of the house, the kitchen, one of the kitchens and one of the living rooms, because there's no light coming in there. I mean, it's minor. So, getting windows this month, getting our transportation because the rain is coming this month. What else? There was like big thing. Oh, we have the guy coming still, but
Oh,
as you know, Joe and Gift and Chuck and Paige are on a mini trip right now. They'll be back today. And Gift has a phone call into the guy, and he's supposed to come and give us an estimate on probably rendering the wall here.
we got some cracks in the wall that
Yeah,
need to be
before we can
fixed.
paint it. And he was supposed to give us an estimate, and he hasn't done that. It's been months. And then he's the same guy that did our concrete and painted our fence, our gate. And now after we got here, we're like, why didn't we concrete right behind us to even it all the same
to give us
level?
more space
Patio
here.
space here. So we're going to do it exactly the same as we did over in front of the house where we park the bike now. So it's not going to go all the way down the house, just to the
corner of
the
the house,
corner. But it would give us about 10 to 15 feet.
Yeah, probably another 5 foot that way, and I don't know, 20 feet long maybe.
Maybe 3 feet, 4 to the fence or to the gate, or wall. Sorry, to the wall. and then from the sink area to right here, right on the other side of me. But that way you don't have to step down, step back up. It's a pain.
And when we're sitting here, if we put more than one table, right now we're kind
Yeah.
of sitting on the edge.
Yeah.
And if you was to scoot back, you're liable to fall over backwards here.
Yeah.
So we're just going to extend that out.
Yeah, so we want a price on that. Those are the main things that we're thinking about right now. I had thought about doing a Thai kitchen in the back, and he says no. But I'm thinking the laundry, we haven't done rainy season yet, so he might change his mind after rainy season.
So what we will do, she had a whole bunch of stuff in mind back there, building a wall, blocking it all in, but we did go get propane for the stove, so we can do that. We can hook the water up to the sink if we still want to do that, but as far as building a wall and making that all dry back there, I thought we can spend that money traveling, because we'll use our kitchen in here more than we'll use that out
Yeah.
there, so I can make it usable, but we don't have to close it in. I think that's just a waste of money right now. Maybe later on, you never know, but like you said, we haven't done a rainy season.
Yeah.
We've had some rain, but
But only like 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
So it hasn't, you haven't gotten that, oh, I'm so tired of the rain yet.
yeah.
So wait till we have to deal with that. Then he might change his mind.
Yeah. So what I've started, at least when Chuck and Paige came down and started walking with Kara, she called him drill sergeant or something. So I started walking with them when they first started walking. They're walking to the Bay Camp Cafe and everything, getting a coffee and coming back. Myself, I'm walking a little further than that. I walked to the cafe a couple of times with them and everything, but now I'm walking. I've already walked all the way to the 7-Eleven, which is 2.3 miles one way and back. But the issue I'm having right now is the dogs. So 2 days ago when I walked, the boy dog and the girl dog followed me, so I had to come back, try to get them back here. You'll see it in the video if you watch it. Finally got the boy dog to come back, but the girl dog didn't want to come back, so I walked down towards Klaus's house thinking that they know they can't go down there because territories. Well, even then, she decided that I'm going to protect her somehow, but all Klaus's dogs came out and jumped on her, and I kind of pulled them aside, and I thought she ran home, but so I said, okay, I can start my walk, but she just hid on the other side of the boat. So anyway, I finally got her back home, and I walked around by Klaus's house, and one of Klaus's dogs walked with me all the way to the 7-Eleven. So I don't know, for some reason these dogs want to walk with me, and today, I'm not sure what the female's dog's name is, but
We call her Mama Dog.
well, yeah, we call her Mama because she was a mama. She followed me today, and I thought, well, I guess the only way that she's going to learn is if a dog jumps on her and gets her out of the territory. But she went with me the whole way. We had a few dogs that alerted that they knew she was in the area. They didn't bark like they did when Klaus's dog went with me. And she was very observant of that, and she stayed right next to me anytime we got near any dogs. She's also skittish of people too. She didn't like to run out ahead of me if there was a person up there. So,
Oh, really?
but she went all the way to the 7-Eleven today too. When
Some
she
big
got back,
dogs
she
at
was
7-Eleven.
drinking water over at Vince's, but now she's asleep on the front porch. She'll probably sleep the whole day here because she's tired now.
Should drink some more water.
But eventually, my thing is to walk to Monkey Mountain, go up Monkey Mountain, and walk home. That's my eventual goal. Right now, I'm not ready for that because my legs can't take it. But right now, I'm doing the 4-mile trip. I've got to worry about the dogs. I'm also riding my bike. I did ride my bike yesterday, and I did a video on that. I'll put that out here in a couple of days. Rode it up the beach, along by the pier and down to Wing 5 and back up to the main road in town and then back home. So that'll be out on a video. So I'm starting to I also did a walk over here at the lake Ain't much to look at over there, but it's like 1.75 miles. So you can do a few laps around there in the morning time, because in the afternoon you're gonna have nothing but sun on you. You're gonna get sunburned. So not much to look at. Lots of dogs over there too. So I was kind of scared when I first did it, but never know anymore. So exercise program back in.
Yeah. That's
I
good.
think I've only had one beer this week. That was at the restaurant, German restaurant we ate the other day.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Who did we go? Was it? Who did we go with someone? Or
No, it's just you and I, because
oh yeah.
we went
Okay,
and
I
got
see.
a foot massage. Oh, that was the day I walked to 7-Eleven, the first day.
Yeah.
So we went and got a foot massage after that, and then we just went on to dinner. I don't know, it was like 4 o'clock. We had an early dinner that day.
Yeah. Yep. And found a new barber.
Did find a new barber. Guy speaks perfect English. It's
Yeah.
crazy. He talks up a storm. I might have to have a little private talk with him.
Oh, the stuff he was saying.
Get his mind changed on some of his
No.
what he's thinking.
No, it was good. It was funny. Yeah. Would you? He was like telling you how to be a good husband.
Yeah.
What you should and shouldn't do, and what you.
He said, as long as you listen to your wife, you can't go wrong.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, I was just sitting back there playing a game on my phone, and he was saying,
I had to ask him, did she come in and pay you before I got in here? I don't know. I must have stayed at the bike too long. Anyway, he's moving his spot, so I'm going to throw that in a video here
Yeah.
soon, too.
he was a really nice guy.
Real nice guy. Cut my hair really good. I liked it.
Yeah.
So,
It sucks because you just find him, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm moving." And it's like, "What? No." So that was, I mean, that's good because you found someone you liked and you could speak to him.
yeah.
Because the funny thing is, when we were looking for a place for him to get a haircut here, we went down the main road in town, and I saw his shop, and I was like, "Oh, stop here. There's a shop over there. There's someone in there. It's just one guy." And we went past it and we came back. Well, when we came back, I saw him crossing the street to get on his bike and leave. So it was like, oh, well, you can't go there because he closed shop by the time we got around. So then we went to this other place, and she's not very friendly, this lady, right? I never went in, but it's, she just does the haircut and go. But she couldn't she didn't want to stay open a little longer.
Yeah, I went like 4:45 the other day and I asked her if she could cut my hair, and she said no.
No.
So I had to go find somebody else that could cut my hair.
Because she closes at 1900. But
This was at 4:45.
I know.
However, we went back. We did follow up the next day. I went over there to get my hair cut again, and she was closed.
Yeah,
So
yesterday she was
this guy
closed.
says he's open every day, so I won't have to worry about it when I want to get my hair cut.
Yeah, so I'm like, let's go up and down, where the restaurants are, and then come down the main road and see if there's anyone there. And we happened to go by, and he was sitting in his salon again. I mean, his barber shop. And I'm like, okay, you got to stop right here, and we got to go over there before he runs out again. And we actually caught him, so that was good. And he spoke perfect English.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Said he taught himself. Oh no, actually, he said he went to college.
university.
Went to university somewhere.
Yeah, he went to university. So that was neat. It was nice.
Says he has several American friends.
That's good.
I don't know
His
if that
name
was
is Big Gun.
Big Gun. Yeah, on the Line app.
Because he says, now don't laugh because I know what you're thinking, because we were laughing. And he goes, my name is Gun and I'm big, because he's a big boy. He's short, but he's big like us. So it was like, okay, we can understand. But it was cute. It was a cute name. Anyway, so found a barber, happy. Getting windows, happy. Getting the Saleng, how do you say it?
Saleng.
Saleng, happy. Friends are coming, happy. Painting the wall, hopefully, and getting concrete
Before it rains.
before the rainy season. That'll make me happy. I think that's about it. Oh, your plants.
Oh, yeah, so someone's been asking about my jalapeno plants, if I'm going to grow them or if I'm growing them or whatever. I took a few pictures. Yes, we're growing them, and right now they're doing good. We want to transplant them. I had to transplant my bell pepper plant because it got too wet or it wasn't draining properly or something. Anyway, I put it out there. I'm kind of seeing if it's going to take off because it was big. Now it's kind of shriveled down, but we want to transplant these out of these pots and put them in the ground over there and see how they do. Right now they're mostly shaded. They get a little bit of morning sun, but to me their stalks aren't as thick as
Hardy.
they normally are in the States. So I'm not sure. I mean, I won't
Worried about the
transport them
winds.
all, yeah, because the wind really whips through here.
Yeah.
I won't do them all, but I'm gonna do a couple of them over there. I don't know which ones grow because I didn't stake them right. I put 3 on one side and 3 on the other, and I think water might have moved them around, but I got a lot of plants. You'll see in the pictures. I'll put them at the end of this video
Yeah,
here.
they're getting big.
They are getting big. I'm gonna say they're about that tall, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah.
But got to get the weeds under control in our patch over there. I'm going to have to put something down underneath the bark because I'm not going to sit there and weed every week. That's just not going to happen.
Maybe you know of any, if we can buy a weed killer or something
No,
here.
you know,
I don't
I don't
know, but there's got to be something that'll kill grass or weeds or something.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, I think that's about it.
So
huh?
yeah, that's pretty much an update. We want to do a live here soon. I don't know when, but
What do we got to talk about live?
we got a lot of stuff. We can just
Oh.
answer questions because
Oh.
this way we're getting them online, but nobody else is really seeing them unless they read our comments. And by the way, thanks for all the comments that you're
A
doing.
lot of comments. We appreciate it.
We it's pushing our video out there because it sees that our channel is active, and that's what they like to see on the algorithm.
And what I like is, Lottie, you have the same kind of mind as I have. He doesn't.
I'm
but
trying to keep it PG.
You have the same mind, and you knew exactly where I was going. So I didn't have to say anything. That's what I said. I don't have to say anything.
She had to tell me what she was thinking because I wasn't thinking that.
He's like, "What? No." I'm like, "Yeah."
The barber did say something about my mustache. He wanted to know how I grew it out, but I just told him I let it grow.
Didn't have much hair. That's why. Facial hair. Poor guy. He had a lot of hair on top of his head, though.
He did.
He even had blonde hair on top of his head.
He had a man bun.
Is that what you? No, not.
He had a ponytail up there on the
Yeah,
top.
yeah. Just on. Yeah. Well, he's younger.
He said he was around 30, I think.
He looked young. He does.
He looked about 30 probably. Young kid.
Well, I think.
All right, guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. As you know, it helps us on the algorithm. Appreciate the comments. We haven't had too many bad comments, I don't think.
No.
So, appreciate the positive comments. I mean, we're trying all kinds of new stuff, I know the video sometimes blurry. The last video, I think it's because we came out of the air conditioning and we did the video out here. It was kind of fuzzy
Oh.
when we did the fruit video.
Yeah,
I
and it was
think.
later in the day.
Yeah, later in the evening, but
So the lighting, I think.
stuff that I have to remember because when you're using the DJI mic, you got to put something in the iPhone there. You got to make sure the little fuzzy thing is on the top so you don't get the wind noise. I used this when I did my walk on the beach to the 7-Eleven, so you'll hear the audio is pretty good, I thought, and you can still hear the waves coming in and everything.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, it's a little long, same with the bike ride, but you don't have to watch it all. You can fast forward or whatever. But
He doesn't like to cut.
well, if I'm walking, that means I'm doing exercise. You don't want to see chop, chop, chop here, so you want to see the whole walk. Just turn it on and play it. You don't even have to watch it. It gives me the watch time hours I need.
You need it?
And you get the tranquility of the waves coming in.
Okay.
Alright guys, we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.